Thursday once again, and welcome to another episode of Thursday Talks. Today, I've got a very special guest. We've known each other medyo matagal na rin, and she is the Vice President of Spectrum Properties. Please welcome Icel Dy. Hi, Icel.
Hi, hello, good evening.
Good evening. So, how are you?
Okay naman, kamusta sa Batangas?
Actually, okay na kami kasi GCQ. Medyo nakakatakot pa rin pero GCQ na kami. So, medyo mas maluwag na. Some businesses are part na rin, ganyan. So, okay na. So, yun. Anyway, before we start, kwento ko lang rin a little bit, no? Kaya ako na-invite si Icel and I've told her this. Si Icel and I know each other since grade school ba or high school? Grade school no? Tayo lang magkakasama nun no? So grade school, and then when I went into the insurance industry, into sales, parang nag-meet kami. So I was starting pa lang, then nag-meet kami. Naalala ko pa, sobrang specific, like sa Mary Grace pa yun naalala ko. And then nag-share siya ng mga stories niya about sales. And for me, malaking bagay yon and very inspiring yun kasi nakita ko yung nakwento niya sa akin yung pinagdaanan niya and the challenges that she faced. And for me, who was starting then, medyo na-realize ko the type of work that I should put in to be able to be successful like her. Diba? So, yun. So, maybe a quick how did you start ba sa sales? Sales ka ba since graduation? Since you graduated?
Ano yun?
Sales ka ba?
Sales agad? Hindi. Nag-help out muna ako sa family business ng uncle ko. Tapos lumipat ako sa retail company, Robinsons.
Mm-hmm.
Nag-help out ako sa leasing ng mall. And then lumipat ako ng Nestle. Actually, nung safe to say ba ito? Nung nasa Robinsons ako, sinasabi na ng brother ko na lipat ka na sa Ayala. Kasi that time, nasa Ayala na si Carl. So, ayoko talaga kasi growing up, alam ko mahirap mag-sales. Alam ko ayoko yung job na yan. So, nag-stick talaga sa akin na hindi ako mag-sales. Gusto ko magtrabaho ng yung... Sa retail? Hindi Kasi pagka nasa mall ka, especially if it's a very popular mall, yung mga tao talaga lumalapit.
Okay.
Para mag-apply for a space. Ito pa yung pipili kung sino yung... So, medyo you feel important because of the position. At lagi nga sinasabi sa kanya, dead-end job yan, umalis ka na dyan. Sobrang gusto ko ma-prove sa kanya na hindi ako dead-end job. Lumipat ako to a better, hindi man better, but a bigger multinational company, Nestle.
Okay.
But then, short stint lang in Nestle, I had to quit. And then, I rested for a while because I got sick. Tapos yun na yung parang, sige na, try ko na mag-sales. So, hindi talaga siya planado.
Pero when you were choosing sales, talagang sa real estate mo pinili because of si Carl?
Because siya yung nagpasa ng resume ko. So, and sa real estate na punta.
Si Carl, no? So for those who are watching and listening, si Carl is Icel Dy. The real estate guru rin na makikita nyo rin yung mga videos niya. Tama, di ba? Right?
Yeah. So Carl's my brother. Siya ang nauna sa sales sa real estate.
Pero siya? He's affiliated then with Ayala? Or...
That time, affiliated siya with Ayala Land Premier. As a manager. So tapos, pero pinasok niya ako sa Alveo, which was Community Innovations pa before, na sobrang bago pa lang si Alveo that time.
So sa Alveo ka nag-start?
Alveo ka nag-start. Supposedly, tig-isa kami. Sa kanya yung Premier, sa akin yung Alveo.
Is this parang may... tawag na, employee-employer or parang freelance sales?
Employed kami that time. Under kami ng sales team ng Ayala. So, we're what you called na in-house sales team.
Okay.
Ng Ayala Land. And ng Alveo, under Community Innovations before.
How was it nung pumasok ka with sales? First time mo?
First time ko pumasok sa sales, bago pa lang kasi that time si Alveo, Community Innovations pa yung name niya, wala pa siya ng structure na meron ng Alveo ngayon na sobrang ganda ng training and everything. So, anong nangyari noon, hiwala yung head office, assigned ka lang sa one project. So, the head office was in Makati, Pero na-assign ako sa Sela doon sa San Lazaro, sa site. Manila, no, Binondo. So, ang nangyari dito, there was no formal training. I was just sent to the head office for 2 days, supposedly to train. Pero dahil walang official training, nakaupo lang ako dun sa office, binigyan lang ako ng 2 paper ng computation, pag-aralan ko daw. So in short, wala ako natutunan on those 2 days. Tapos sinabak na, tinapon na ako sa site. And then nung nasa site ako, for the first week, I was just very relaxed lang. Sabi ko, baka may magtuturo pa sa akin, mag-aantay na lang ako ng training, I don't know what to do. And then after about a week, sabi ko, sayang. Kasi nilalagay na ako sa site. When you're at the site, meron ka ng chance na may mag-walk-in na mag-inquire. So inisip ko na lang, this is a property na binabaha sa labas, San Lazaro, may mga squatters. Tapos medyo mahal siya compared to yung mga nandun na mga properties. So inisip ko, bakit naisip ng Ayala na magbenta nito? Sino yung nakikita niyang market? And then siguro I found the one-liner reason kung ba't bibili yung tao kahit mahal. And it's because if you want to stay in Manila area, Binondo area, pero gusto mo landed ka, mahirap maghanap ng, wala masyadong options. So I just stuck to that. And then what happened noon, siguro blessing din, of course, no? I always share this story nung first sale ko kasi ang nangyari dito, everybody already left at 5 p.m. Yung site kasi namin is a construction site, wala pang kuryente. So paggabi na, pag lalabas ka, wala nang ilaw sa kalsada, palabas ng construction site. Wala pang internet, wala pang computer, wala pang telephone lines. So talaga nag-aantay ka mag-inquire, tapos mano-mano papel lang kami.
Wala pang natayo, whatever.
Wala pa. Ang office namin noon was, alam niyo yung parang container van lang?
Yeah,
Although may aircon naman, tapos naka-generator lang, ganun lang siya. So at 5 p.m., everybody leaves na talaga kasi madilim na, mahirap na lumabas. But that particular day, na nakamaning ako, I think parang second week ko pa lang ito eh. Naisip ko, wala na ako gagawin sa bahay, might as well stay a little bit longer. So everybody left at 5. Nung pa-pack up na ako around 6 kasi dumidilim na, biglang may kotse parating. So, yun yung walk-in ko. So, since wala nang ibang naka-duty, ako na lang nag-assist. And then, we got into a really good conversation nitong client. So, inabot kami ng 7 p.m. So, napansin lang namin na late na.
Yung dumaan was really someone who was interested to buy or nagkataon lang? Or...
Correct. Somebody who was interested to know about the project. So, nagkwentuhan kami for about an hour. Tapos because of that, inabot kami ng 7 p.m. Pitch dark na sa labas. But we only realized it's sobrang late na sa haba ng sarap na kwentuhan kasi may ilaw na naman parating, so may kotse na naman na papasok. So nakita na may kotse papasok, doon niya nasabi na, late na pala, sige, mukhang may walk-in ka pa, alis na ako. So to cut the long story short, that second person, na hindi ko sana mamimit, kung hindi dumating yung first person, was my first sale ever.
So bumili
And that first person, Bumili siya. At natapos kami parang 8 p.m., wala na makita. So nag-decide lang kami to meet the next day at 8:30 para lang medyo maliwanag yung site. But close deal na yun. And then ito yung funny part. The first person na nag-walk in, yung 6 p.m., na hindi bumili dun sa project na yon, when I transferred to Ayala Premier, siya yung nag-refer ng unang client ko naman sa Ayala Premier. So medyo yung day na yon was very, very special.
Oo nga, ganda nga ng timing eh. Parang sila yung tumulong sa'yo with your first sales on both Alveo and Ayala Premier. Pero when you were transferred to Ayala Premier, were you still with Alveo, no?
Here's the very nice story. So syempre, for somebody na new on my second week, I was able to sell the most expensive townhouse. Syempre, sikat ka, di ba? So the thing was, that got to my head. So for somebody na walang experience sa sales, and lagi ko rin ito kinakwento kasi lagi ko ito wino-warn doon sa mga tao na starting pa lang sa sales na you have to be very careful. Sales kasi kala mo minsan ang bilis ng pera. Like nangyari sa akin, ang bilis. On my second week, feeling ko ang galing-galing ko kasi wala man akong formal training, nakabenta agad ako. So dami nagtatanong, paano nabenta ni Icel yan? Yung mahal-mahal, yung pinakamalaking townhouse. So it got to my head, and ito yung nakakatawa. For the next 5 months, wala akong benta. Zero.
Pero may activity.
So parang lucky break lang pala siya. Ha?
You did activities or wala na rin? Medyo nagpahinga ka?
Wala masyado kasi ang nangyari sa akin, it really got to my head, naging mayabang ako at sinasabi ko talaga na pag may mag-walk-in dyan na may pera talaga bumili, kaya ko pabilihin. So nangyari, because my first sale was so easy, dumating lang siya and nag-present ako at bumili, I was expecting na everything is gonna be that easy. So sige, maning lang ako ng nag-aantay lang ako ng darating, but hindi na nasundan yung sale ko for the next 5 months. And
Ah,
that's when I transferred to Ayala Premier para under na ako kay Carl. So,
so,
nagalit si Carl. Sabi, ba't lang 5 months wala kang benta? Dito ka na lang sa akin para mabantayan kita.
so, ibig sabihin, sa Alveo, you just had one sale.
I just had one sale.
And that,
During, when I was there. Wala sundan na siya nung nakalabas na ako. Siyempre, may mga na-follow up na rin yung mga nakausap before. Pero siyempre, napasa ko na sa iba. But my stint there for 5 months, one sale lang.
Pero what made you decide to move to Ayala Premier? Dahil kay Carl, siya yung kumuha sa'yo.
Dahil kay Carl, again, parang feeling niya talaga na, which is true, he felt na sobrang sayang oras ko if I was only doing one sale for 5 months. So, gusto niyang mas mabantayan pa ako at maparusahan siguro. Kasi on my first day, under the management of Carl, ang unang assignment ko sa akin, bukas gising ka na maaga, punta ka ng Green Hills, kung nag-jogging sila ganyan, jogging ka pabaliktad, abot mo ng flyers lahat. So parang pinarusahan talaga ako.
Discipline talaga.
But it proved to be very important. Having a mentor talaga na nakabantay sa'yo.
And
medyo, yung discipline talaga, very important.
And syempre, I would think si Carl was not holding back talaga. Like, talagang he will push you.
Oo. Walang special treatment kung kapatid. Talagang...
Oh, yun yung nag-struck sa akin eh. When you told me the story about your parang journey about sales, yung kung paano ka pinupush ni Carl para umabot ka dun sa success level. Kasi nung time na yan, she was already very successful as a real estate person.
Correct.
Sales person.
So, marami akong things na na-experience. A lot of discipline was because I was under his wing. Doon nag-start. So, I really like to share this kasi for people without discipline or siguro hindi pa marunong, baguhan pa, it's really very important to work under or work beside somebody na magpupush talaga sa'yo. Like, yun nga, on my first day, pinajogging ako. 3 times kami hinahabol ng, 2 kami, binigyan niya ako ng partner. 3 times kaming, naalala ko na hinahabol ng guard ng Ortigas and Company. Kasi under Ortigas, si Green Hills nabawal yung ginagawa namin, nag-flyer din kami. So nakailang takas kami doon. Ilang times din na naalala ko, nakaupo ko sa sidewalk ng Makati, nagsushoot ng flyers sa newspaper. Pinapa-doorbell niya ako isa-isa sa mga bahay sa Tomas Morato under the sun. So, a lot of these things siguro help.
Pero
for me to realize na you have to work for yourself.
Pero lahat to you did without complaining to him?
Well, whatever siguro yung normal na complain ng isang salesperson sa manager, pero wala akong choice but to follow kasi there's also that respect. So sa kanya, he's my brother, but dun sa setup, syempre, he's still my boss. And alam naman din ng mga tao sa company noon na very strict siya, but his ways parang they really work. Yung training niya, they really work. So, yun, walang special treatment. Kung ano yung pinapagawa niya sa iba, kasali din ako doon, hindi ako excused. May project na kami sa Bataan. So, ang layo na around 2.5-3 hours drive from Manila. That time, hindi pa ako masyado magaling mag-drive. Nag-start pa lang ako to the point na takot pa ako mag-EDSA. So, my drive usually malapit lang, QC to QC lang. Tapos sa point na yun, natakot pa ako mag-drive, ginawa ni Carl, pinapunta niya ako ng Bataan. Siyempre, dami ko pang fear, dami kong questions. Paano mo doon? Hindi ko alam. Wala pa naman ways dati, di ba? Hindi ako man pumunta, hindi ko kaya mag-drive ng big road. Never pa ako nag-highway. So kung ako lang yon, siguro na-hinder na yung pagpunta ko ng Bataan. because of all my fears, because of yung mga inisip ko. Pero si Carl talaga, hindi. Kaya mo yan, mag-invite ka lang ng isa pang friend mo, ng isa pang teammate mo, tapos punta lang kayo. So in short, ang nangyari doon, for a few years straight, I was the top selling for that project in Bataan.
So doon ka
But kung hindi ako, napafocus tuloy ako doon. Pero kung hindi niya ako pinush na pumunta doon, hindi siguro mangyayari. So,
pero in this process, did you find it fun? Like parang nag-enjoy ka ba dun sa process na yun? Or parang feeling mo at one point you felt like ayoko na?
I think sa sales naman, no, I don't know if you would agree, yung buhay natin parang roller coaster. Many times in our lives, in the middle of it all, you'll feel na, sobrang nakakapagod to, ang daming rejection, ano ba yan, pinaghirapan ko to, tapos nag-back out lang, nag-cancel lang. Pero minsan, na-enjoy mo naman kasi parang you have that feel na siguro in a way, para ka rin negosyante, hawak mo yung business mo, na nakaka-decide ka what to do, nakikita yung efforts mo is commensurate, yung income mo or yung output is commensurate to your input. So, nakakatuwa din yung ganon. So, pag ganon, medyo nasa upside ka. Tapos minsan, bababa ka na naman. You're very down again. Parang ayaw mo na naman, nakakapagod. May times na pagod ka pag sales. Pero pag nakabenta ka, parang nasaya-saya mo na naman. So, I guess it's part of the journey.
Pero during that time, hindi mo na nabanggit kay Carl na parang ayoko na, parang masyadong nahirapan ako or ano? Walang plan B?
Siguro may mga times na nag-isip ng plan B, pero wala kasing, even up to now, kahit minsan nakakapagod, pag inisip mo, ano ba magandang plan B? Parang ang ganda na ng sales eh. Parang kami negosyo, hindi mo kailangan na malaking capital. So, just have to keep on improving, keep on bettering yourself. Pag may mahirap, isipin mo na lang, mahirap din naman maging empleyado, mahirap din naman mag-open ng negosyo. So, lahat naman may hirap.
Ano yung pinaka-challenging part for you? Not just when you were starting out, pero when you were nandun ka sa with Ayala and what was the most challenging part?
The most challenging part, when I was in Ayala pa before, I think yung pinaka-challenging is yung sobrang pagod. But sobrang pagod na parang naipon na. Kasi that time halos dire-diretso talaga yung Monday to Sunday yung work. Monday to Friday you're obligated to work. Saturday to Sunday, kailangan mo mag-tripping, mag-meet ng client kasi doon lang sila may time. Yung holidays, wala kang pahinga kasi holidays lang may time yung client. So parang for ilang years, feeling ko parang wala akong pahinga except December 25. Usually December 26, naka-duty ka na naman. Nasa mall, naka-ganon. So I think it was, there were times na parang very exhausted na. Yun siguro yung...
Saka sa sales, parang walang pinipiling oras talaga eh. Like, even for us, sa insurance, you adjust rin to the schedule of the clients, kahit na Sunday pa yan, holiday pa yan. Minsan nga, yun yung best time for them eh, kasi yun yung walang excuse to not meet you eh. Parang pag weekdays, may work or pagod na from work after pero Sundays or holidays, yun yung best time to meet kasi mas relaxed yung feel. Naalala ko when you told me a story na parang you started getting into, while you were in Ayala ba or while doing this business, you started to buy your own properties, tama? And then there were challenges. Ano yun?
Very early on yung pag-buy ng property, parang on my first year, bumili na kami ni Carl together ng isang property.
Sa Premier to. I mean, when you were in Premier.
When I was in Premier. Correct.
And then, naalala ko, you nabanggit mo na you were, since share kayo ni Carl, at dumating yung point na medyo challenge sa'yo to pay the monthly.
Yes.
And ano sabi sa'yo ni Carl?
Nalala mo story niya, nilagay ko sa book ko yun, sobrang traumatized ako. So, I was 26 years old. wala pa akong kotse, so wala akong big purchases sa buong buhay ko. But bumili kami together ng condo. Sabi pa niya, hindi ko alam kung maalala mo to, sabi pa niya, sige, mag-reserve tayo sa birthday mo. So, nag-sign kami ng reservation agreement on my birthday. Ako yung signatory, ako yung taga-issue ng check. So, technically, share kami, both our names, pero nasa akin yung responsibility. Kasi nga, he wanted to teach me responsibility. And ang gusto rin niya na yung money, whatever na kinikita, hindi nagagastos, so pupunta dapat sa investment.
Yeah.
So, syempre, masaya nung una, nung tumagal, because it was a 5-year term, lagi ko tinatanong pag may talk ako Sabi ko, guess how many times I cried bago natapos yung payment na yun in 5 years. So I clearly remember 3 times na malapit na mag-due yung check Wala nang laman yung bank account. Hindi ko alam kung saan kukunin. Hindi ko na rin maalala kung paano siya na-fund, pero na-fund naman. Pero sa to, lumapit talaga kay Carl. Sabi ko, malapit na yung due date. Wala na akong pera. Sabi lang niya, kaya mo yan. So talaga umiiyak ako kasi I thought, kaya kami share, para pag na-problema ako, pwede ako humingi sa kanya. Yung pala, sagot lang sa akin, kaya mo yan. So, in short, natapos na rin. And ito yun, kung saan ako nakatira ngayon. I was able to buy yung share ni Carl, binili ko na sa kanya. Dito na ako nakatira ngayon.
So, hindi
very special hindi na kami share. Pero yun yung first property that we shared. And after that, parang tuloy-tuloy na naging habit, tama ba na sabihin habit, na laging may nilalaanan yung whatever income. Oo, naitatabi siya, napapambayad siya sa investment talaga.
Regular.
Hindi yung nagpo-push sa akin. Oo, so some people think na masipag ako. Wala kasi sinasabi, hindi ako masipag. Wala lang akong choice kasi dami kong utang. Hindi ako pwede tumigil kasi yung mga payables, hindi naman tumitigil.
Hindi, pero minsan, it's an effective way to force yourself to work harder. Diba?
For me, it is. I always share this, for people like me, I don't see myself kasi as somebody who's naturally motivated. May mga tao talaga na very hardworking sila, very motivated sila. Ako, I feel hindi ako ganun. So, I have to find ways, para ma-motivate ako, which is, etong mga kailangan ko bayaran. Wala akong choice, hindi tuloy-tuloy mag-hustle hanggang matapos ko sila bayaran.
Pero, you never really thought of being successful sa sales. Never mo na in your life, prior, years na naisip na magiging successful ako.
Never. Pero kasi sinabi ko talaga, sa lahat ng jobs, hindi ako magsisales. So, ito talagang sobrang unexpected.
Anong bang course mo?
Marketing advertising.
Marketing advertising. Pero, looking back, di naman siguro regret, pero do you feel na this is the right job or work or career for you?
Definitely. Sobrang blessing na napasok ako sa sales. Actually, to the point na lagi ko iniisip, and na-mention ko na rin kay Carl ng ilang times na I wonder kung ano yung ginagawa ko ngayon kung hindi ako pumasok nitong sales. Most probably, sobrang opposite siguro. Even yung mindset. Ha?
Anong opposite? Like, hindi ka masaya or?
Maybe hindi ako masaya. Maybe hindi ako ganun ka interested about investing. Maybe yung mga hilig ko, yung interest ko will be very different. Baka yung mindset ko very different also. If nagtuloy-tuloy ako to be an employee. Not saying na it's bad to be an employee, but I'm feeling na parang ito pala yung bagay sa akin. I feel medyo in line kami naman ng sales. Ngayon, happy ako sa kanya.
Actually, selling investments, like, kasi property naman you can use it as an investment type, diba? Since na-immerse ako into the financial services din, na-realize ko, being part of the financial services industry and selling investments or whatever na related to investments, mapo-force ka talaga to do things na na tama eh. Like saving. Kasi, kunyari, like ako, pag hindi naman ako nagsisave, what can I tell my clients kung, di ba, kung
Exactly.
wala akong ginagawang ganong savings. And for you, if hindi ka rin nag-invest din sa mga properties, it doesn't make sense to boast sa clients mo about your properties that you are selling, di ba? So parang, yun yung way para mapilitan ka talaga to fix your finances, to, well, at least doon yung benefit na nakita ko.
Same. Same. Siyempre, kung magiging advisor ka or consultant to people who are investors and want to buy property, ang ano mo na, wala ka idea. Ang idea mo lang kung magkano yung binibenta mo. So, you have to really learn also to be better. Kaya nga, I think na-mention ko sa'yo, no, nag-attend pa ako ng RFP. Kahit wala ko sa, hindi naman ako financial planner. But parang kasi it's part of it. So now, yung natutunan natin sa RFP kay Randall na the 5 ladders or the 5 steps into investment, lalo ko na siya ini-incorporate kasi I realize it's very important. So I have a little knowledge about insurance also. As you know, believer din ako. So, yun yung mga things na I think pag di ako pumasok ng sales, baka hindi ganun ka-interesting for me. Baka hindi ko na sila pasukan, hindi ko pag-aralan.
Nangyari rin sa akin, like you mentioned kanina, when you started, parang medyo nag-relax ka. I always tell people na kasi di ba when we talk about sales, ang laging binibenta usually when people recruit salespeople is that, dito flexible yung time mo, ganyan. So, but I always tell people na double-edged sword yun eh. Kasi like, di ba?
Wala kang sariling time.
Kasi when you hawak mo yung time mo, minsan you spend time doing nothing eh. Diba? When I started, ganun yung nangyari. May mga times na pag may benta ako, katulad mo, titigil ako, papahinga, kasi nga, uy, may benta na ako, okay na.
Correct.
Parang feeling natin, ang bilis lang, pero to sustain it, hindi ganun kadali. I would imagine sa properties, I would think, kasi ang alam ko, lead, syempre mas malaking amount yan, so it's mas matagal yung process.
Matagal yung process, yeah.
Diba? So, mas mahirap siya in terms of, hindi naman mas mahirap, pero yung pasok ng income mo, pag hindi tuloy-tuloy, mas matagal din yung gap.
So, mahirap mag-sales ng solo pagka wala kang discipline on your own.
Oo.
Mas maganda nga mag-start with the company kasi at least may structure ka, may manager ka, may division head ka na nagbibigay ng structure for you. Mahirap pag mag-solo.
And mahirap rin if you start from ang challenge rin from moving from a corporate to a freelance work is that nasanay ka na meron namang nagsasabi sa'yo kung anong gagawin. So pagdating ng freelance ka na, walang magsasabi sa'yo but yourself. So kung anong gusto mo gawin, ano mo gawin.
So wag mo lang ma-realize too late na kailangan mo na palang kumayod. No?
Actually, worst is hindi mo na talagang babalik ka to kasi iisipin mo rin, pwede, minsan papasok rin sa isip mo, meron naman akong, I can always go back to corporate, di ba? Parang ganun eh.
Corporate, yeah.
Ganun yung mentality. Pero, this sa Spectrum, how did it, start? Is it, Spectrum ba muna yung brother mo? And then, or you built
Sabay kami. We built it together last 2013 yata. 2013. That time, kasi pareho kami na sa Ayala Land Premier and we were happy with Premier. But we were seeing na may growing market sa middle market, middle high. So we're seeing itong Alveo market, parang lumalaki yung market nung parang Alveo na tier. So we're seeing some opportunities sa Alveo, Avida, and other developers. And that time kasi, may mga lumalapit na for consultation. So, syempre, when you're working in-house, although very loyal kami with the Ayala brand, mahirap maging consultant talaga fully if you're parang employed under one brand. So para makapag-release kami ng very honestly what's happening in the market, what's happening sa real estate, you have to study all the projects from lupa to condo to warehouses. So we just needed to have that parang more freedom ba outside. So since nag-move kami more to consulting that time, we decided to set up our own company. But ano pa rin kami noon? 90%, 95% that time. Talagang under Ayala brand pa rin kami. But kinikater na namin lahat ng tiers ng Ayala namin.
Pero now ba under Ayala pa rin or you have other properties na too?
Siguro 90% or 85% is still Ayala. But since naghahawa kami minsan ng, meron kaming konting, if we see some properties na we really see na may opportunity but ibang developers, we sell it. So for other developers, hindi siya the whole line, but some specific projects lang. Unlike pag Ayala na, we're really very close with the company. So very familiar kami with all of their properties. We're very updated. At the same time, we're expanding our company na rin. Naghahawak na rin kami ng leasing and resale ng secondary market. So may mga pumapasok na konting mga industrial, warehousing, commercial properties, dorm. So medyo nag-expand na rin kami.
Saka, yun nga, unlike before, nag-focus nyo was selling. Ngayon, meron na rin other, like yung mention mo, leasing and rentals.
Correct. Leasing, rentals, may coaching sessions na rin. Kaya may time na rin to do yung mga talks. Part of it is parang giving back, sharing education.
What do you mean coaching sessions? Like for the clients?
For clients, minsan for clients, for individuals, minsan kasi meron mga nag-request ng coaching session for their families. For a big family to, minsan 2 or 3 generation on how they should manage yung mga investments nila, yung portfolio nila. So minsan may mga ganong request also.
Pero you still sell?
Yes.
Is it mas different na ba now? Like iba na rin ba yung role mo? You sell less now or?
Yung selling parang same lang naman. And kailangan same pa rin kasi yun talaga yung bread and butter. The other things like yung mga coaching, yung mga talks, it's really more of yung giving back. Hindi talaga siya yung parang main source of income mo. So it's really still selling.
Selling pa rin ang focus.
And yun, leasing, pinapasokan na rin namin. So we've opened the department that handles leasing. So may mga staff and officers kami na nag-focus sa leasing. So meron na rin kaming separate department that focuses on secondary market.
Pero you have other salespeople din, di ba? Right? Like, meron rin tumutulong sa inyo to sell. Aside
yes, we have a team na.
Hindi lang kayo ni Carl yung doing all the selling unlike before.
Technically, kami pa rin. It's just that we have a team na parang more of back support team. Although what we have now are partner brokers. So may mga partner brokers kami na we support with trainings, education, materials, tsaka yung mga back-end work. Like we support them with yung process ng reservation, booking ng sale nila. So iba yung setup. Hindi sila employed but parang may partnership kami.
Okay.
Something like that. Hindi sila employed.
And you also have di ba parang may book ka rin that you released recently?
Yes, meron. Wait lang, may nakaisa dito. This is my book. Andito yung story na kinuwento ko sa'yo, yung sa first property na binili namin, yung ilang beses ko iniyakan na wala akong pambayad. And all the It's called 8 Property Mistakes That I Made and How You Can Avoid Them. So it basically tackles lahat ng mga maling ginawa ko on my first investments. And ito yung exactly the reason why we invested also very early on kasi ito yung business mo. And mas maganda kasi pagkausap mo yung client and you understand ano talaga yung process ng buying, ano ba yung importante sa isang buyer, is it just the numbers, is it just the location, is it just the brochure, or it's really understanding kung ano ba yung need, particular needs ng every client. Like sa insurance, so hindi ka naman pwede mag-send ng isang product for everybody kasi it really depends. Sa iyo ko natutunan to eh. When you told me before, hindi ko na ito makalimutan. Many years ago na nag-meet tayo. Sama sa akin, ba't ka bumibili ng maraming insurance? Eh, single ka naman. Baka better na yung money mo, ilagay mo na lang sa mutual fund. So, parang ganun din siya. The more you understand about it, the better you can be in giving advices sa clients.
Saka the better you manage ano yung appropriate for you, ano yung tama lang, ano yung focus mo. Yun. So, actually, isa rin sa natuwa ako when I saw your book. Kasi when we first met, parang wala pa talaga yun eh. Di ba?
Wala sa plano.
Hindi ka rin masyadong, at that time, hindi ka rin comfortable talking to a crowd, tinatanong mo nga, naalala ko, tinatanong mo rin ako doon about, buti nagawa mo.
Tinatanong kita kasi ikaw kaya mo, hindi ko kaya.
Naalala ko, kaya nung nakita kita,
naalala ko yun.
You have the book, you are talking to, doing big talks na, sabi ko, grabe si Icel, ang galing. Parang talagang nag-step na siya from just being in sales to other aspects na of giving advice or sharing yung knowledge nila. So ang layo na, ang dami mo nang nagawa since we last yung nag-meet tayo early on. Mga visitor.
That's true, no? Pero you wanna know a secret?
Ano?
I'm still struggling. Hindi pa rin siya, struggle pa rin sa akin. Talking to a large crowd, doing videos, writing a book, it's still something na hindi pa rin talaga siya natural. Talagang pinipilit ko talaga yung sarili ko na ma-hurdle to mga to.
Hindi, pero it's maganda rin that you went out of your comfort zone. Kasi 'di ba parang it's not really natural for you, pero you're still doing it kasi it's trying out something para you can be more successful at least or makatulong ka pa more, 'di ba? So it was something that moved you out. Kahit naman ako hindi naman ako, although it may seem siguro natural or parang makapal lang yung mukha ko, but it's still, kakabahan pa rin ako. Minsan, hindi ko pa rin alam kung tama. Even with the video conferencing, ang tagal kong ginawa. Tagal kong inisip kung gagawin ko ba or hindi before starting a page, doing videos. Kung walang lockdown, baka wala rin ako nagawa until now, di ba? So, medyo, I like the journey that you took na parang talagang going out. Ang daming natututunan in terms of going out of your comfort zone. So, anyway, sige. So, I'm sure, I hope na maraming natutunan yung mga listeners. Is there any
I hope.
advice that you want to impart other than yung mga advice na yung pinaka one thing that you feel na would be important for the audience to know?
The audience is mostly salespeople. It's about sales, no?
Not really. Minsan some of clients, ganyan, and other, any walks of life, actually meron. Not really in sales.
One advice.
Siguro let's stick to
with regards to
financial advice that you want to share to people.
Financial advice. Okay. One thing na lagi tinatanong sa akin ngayon, and yun yung topic ng recent video ko, is it the right time now to invest? Siguro kung ito yung question mo, is it the right time to invest? I can share the link of the video kay Jeremy, but to summarize, no, in a gist, no, there's really lahat ng mga very good investors, mga investment gurus, all of them are saying na when there's a crisis, there's really the opportunity to buy. So you'll see a lot of articles ngayon saying, oh, sabi mo dati kung bumalik lang sa presyo ng 5 years ago, 10 years ago, bibili ka. So ito yung, I think this is very relatable sa mutual funds na product nyo.
Yeah.
Sa property, hindi pa naman bumababa ng malaki. But definitely, naglalabas na ng magagandang payment term. So there's really opportunity. And it's really very hard to hurdle yung pagbili ngayon. Kasi parang, nagkakagulo na nga, dami na uncertainty, hindi mo na alam kung anong mangyayari, bibili ka pa, lalabas ka pa ng pera. But if you just go back to 2019, tapos naiinggit ka sa mga bumili 10 years ago, noong 2009, ganun din yung atmosphere ng 2009. Marami ding fear, maraming uncertainty, but those who know, dahil nga natuto na sila sa past crisis, they know na they should put money here. But meron akong caveat, of course. If hindi ka nakapagtabi ng investable money ngayon, and you only have your emergency fund na sakto lang, then it's not the right time to invest. Kasi mas importante pa rin na may hawak ang cash for the essentials. Kumbaga, survival muna tayo. Investment can follow.
Yeah.
But one thing that we should not forget is yung learning na makuha natin ngayon. Like ako, nagigigil ako kasi alam ko na yung 5 steps eh. So meron akong emergency fund, meron naman akong insurance na, I'm covered with health insurance, also life insurance. Ang hindi ko na allot is a chunk of money na pang-invest during a crisis. And I learned that some people I talk to, sila Marvin Guillermo, Sir Rex Mendoza, meron talaga pala sila tinatabing isang fund separate from an emergency fund na crisis fund. So talagang pang-capture lang ng opportunity. So moving forward ako, after we get out of this, I'm really gonna allot a fund para umikot ulit tong cycle into another crisis. Ready ako to buy stocks, mutual funds, properties at a discount.
Yeah, ganda. Thank you. And anything to where can they get the book or site for Spectrum or anything na gusto mo i-promote?
For now, the best way to get updates is to add me up on Facebook. Minsan, it's best to send a message para ma-sure na ma-accept ka agad. You can send a message, just FYI kung saan nyo ko nakita, like dito sa channel ni Jeremy. So I can add you to my Facebook. The book kasi is not yet out sa bookstores. So by order basis siya. So you can just send me a PM sa Facebook.
Sige. Pati ako mag-send ako ng PM sa'yo.
Sige, send ko rin.
Ang book eh.
Limited quantities na lang kasi hindi pa ako nagpa-print.
Sige. Pag magpapa-reserve ako ng book para hopefully pag natapos yung lockdown, medyo makuha ko siya from you. Pwede i-ship yan? Siniship mo ba?
Pwede. Grab.
Hindi, Grab eh.
Through Grab, oo.
Sige. Anyway, i-message kita about the book. I'll get one as well.
Sige.
So, thank you very much, Icel, and for your time.
You're welcome.
And I hope that everyone was able to pick a few things or a lot of things from this video about sales, about the journey. And like I said, ang gusto ko lang naman talaga is to share people who have inspired me some way or form. And Icel is one of them, especially when I was starting in terms sa sales career ko. So hope you enjoyed this episode of Thursday Talks, and we'll see you again on the next week, next Thursday. Thank you.